No intro, no outro, straight fire. All right. So, not only so, but we also glorify in our suffering because we know that suffering produces perseverance, perseverance, character, and character, hope. Romans 5:3-4. So, telling myself that these videos, I'm going to start it, open it up with the verse of the day and or a Bible quote, and then we're going to get into it. So, no intro, no outro, straight fire again. I'm gonna go over some trades that I held throughout the weekend and then go over my weekly outlook so far. I usually do these videos 12 hours from now, so at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But I was up doing some homework, so I'm like, you know what? Let me just go ahead and knock out this video. So first, let's get into these trades that I've been holding over the weekend. First things first, USD CHF. I am in deep profit right now, up 117 pips. Got like 70 more pips to go before it hits my full take profit. I hit my take profit one, so you know when I hit take profit one, my stops get moved to break even. Now I'm in this trade risk free. So I have a literally a 1 pip stop loss below my entry. So 1.5 pips. So if price does decide that it wants to reverse, then I won't lose any money and I would have gained my, gained my 1%. CAD CHF, I am up 39.1 pips, so got 60 more pips to go before hitting my take profit. Again, price hit my take profit one, so I put my stops to break even or a little bit under break even, 1.2 pips below my entry. So if price ends up reversing, again, no money lost. EUR AUD currently in 3.5 pips of drawdown. It is what it is. You win some, you lose some, but now 4 pips of drawdown, so we'll see how that play out. If it reversed, then I just lose whatever percentage of my account. And then last but not least, Great British Pound JPY. I'm up 150 pips. The goal is to get 410 pips. I am fairly close to my take profit one. Let's see how far away I am from it. 50 pips away from my take profit one. Once I hit take profit one, then I'll take half of my position, move stops to break even, and then, that be that. All right. So let's get into some pairs that I have on my watch list. So EU. Well, before I mark up my major pairs, I always like to show y'all the DXY. So DXY took out previous week's lows, as you can see right here. So all in all, I'm looking for buys. All in all, looking for buys. Let's see how that work out. With that being said, if I'm looking for buys for the DXY, EU, NUG, UAU are selling. USD CAD, USD JPY, USD CHF are buying. So things that I have flagged right now, which already took out the week's highs and lows. EU, looking for sales, took out previous week's highs. AUD USD, looking for sales again, took out previous week's highs. USD CAD, took out previous week's lows, looking for buys. USD JPY, it took out previous week's high right here. It's like just one of those things where it's super weird, but you all already know that once price hits previous week's highs and previous week's lows, I'm not taking it at all. Like it's just no longer on my watch list. And that looks like that is what is about to happen. Like we are 70 pips about from previous week's low. So in 70 pips is getting kicked off my watch list. USD CHF, again, looking for buys, even though I'm on a sell right here, but I'm maintaining my sells until I see a clear setup for buys. If I do not see a clear opportunity for buys, I'm not taking a trade. This is similar to my EUR USD case study that I did last week, where my instant gratification video, where I say a lot of times we cut our trades short without proper confirmation. This does not show me my confirmation as of yet. So staying in the trade. AUD CAD, looking for sells, took out previous week's high. USD JPY, looking for sells, again, took out previous week's high. AUD NZD, looking for sells, took out previous week's high. CAD CHF, I'm looking for buys, though. Again, I am currently in sales, but again, until price gives me clear indication that price wants to go back up, I'm not closing out my trade. CAD, JPY, looking for sells. CHF, JPY, sells. EUR, CAD, looking for sells. Took a quick liquidation. Again, this is one of those things where price is currently halfway through this whole range, and we are about 40 pips away from the previous week's low. So once price gets to this area, I'm no longer interested in this trade. EUR CHF looking for buys. EUR Great British Pound looking for sells. EUR JPY looking for sells. Great British Pound AUD looking for buys. And GBP CHF looking for buys. Great British Pound NZD looking for buys. And last but not least, NZD JPY looking for sells. So these are what's on my watch list so far. Just because something is not on my watch list doesn't necessarily mean that it won't be on my watch list. Like, as you can see, NZDJPY, assuming that it does the opposite of the DXY, I'm 20 pips away from sales. I'm looking for sales. GU, same thing. I'm roughly 68 pips from looking for sales. AUD-CHF is in the middle of the range, so don't know how this is going to play out for the week. EUR-AUD, it's at the extreme low, so this would actually be, nope, it's not, because the low is right here. So again, 70 or so pips from the bottom. So still holding on to that one, seeing how it looks. EUR NZD in the middle of the range. Great British Pound, Great British Pound fairly close, 40 pips from the bottom. Great British Pound JPY, this sucker is just floating, right? It's floating. Great British Pound NZD. Oh, that's already on my watch list. NZD CAD in the middle of the range. NZD CHF in the middle of the range. So these are all throwaways. So gave you my templated watch list. Again, how I trade for me is like extremely easy. So it's really just up to you. I bring the horse to the river. Y'all just gotta drink it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Told myself that I'm gonna start every weekly recap and outlook, or just every video that I may make, with a Bible quote, because I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I know that sounds very cliche, but it's the truth. And essentially, He gave me the willpower, and God gave me the patience and the knowledge and the understanding to really do this trading thing, and I have to give Him the glory. If if you don't practice Christianity, it's okay. God is who you think that God is. But for me, God is Jesus. It's the Father. I believe in the Holy Trinity, Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost. And without the Trinity, I wouldn't be here. So moving forward, I just have to give Him the glory. Last but definitely not least, yes, my watch list does get overwhelming at times, but I don't take every single trade that presents itself on my watch list. If it cannot give me at least a 1 to 2 risk reward, I'm not taking it. I like higher risk rewards, so I really try to aim for 1 to 3s, but it's different. And the way I trade, you literally have to have patience, and I think that's what separates me from a lot of traders. I don't have my big bust yet, and truth be told, I don't really care to have my big bust for being social media famous or being a trading guru, right? Because it doesn't, for me, it doesn't matter. I'm